Just before God took Elijah to heaven in a whirlwind, Elijah and Elisha were on a walk out of Gilgal.
Stay here. God has sent me on an errand to Bethel.
Not on your life. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
So they both went to Bethel. The guild of prophets at Bethel met Elisha and said,
"Did you know that God is going to take your master away from you today?"
Yes, I know it, but keep it quiet.
The guild of prophets at Jericho came to Elisha and said,
"Did you know that God is going to take your master away from you today?"
Yes, I know it, but keep it quiet.
Meanwhile, 50 men from the guild of prophets gathered some distance away while the two of them stood at the Jordan. Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up, and hit the water with it. The river divided, and the two men walked through on dry land. When they reached the other side, Elijah said to Elisha,
What can I do for you before I'm taken from you? Ask anything.
Your life repeated in my life. I want to be a holy man just like you.
That's a hard one. But if you're watching when I'm taken from you, you'll get what you've asked for. But only if you're watching.
And so it happened. They were walking along and talking. Suddenly a chariot and horses of fire came between them, and Elijah went up in a whirlwind to heaven. Elisha saw it all and shouted,
My father, you, the chariot and cavalry of Israel.
When he could no longer see anything, he grabbed his robe and ripped it to pieces. Then he picked up Elijah's cloak that had fallen from him, returned to the shore of the Jordan, and stood there. He took Elijah's cloak, all that was left of Elijah, and hit the river with it, saying,
Now where is the God of Elijah? Where is he?
When he struck the water, the river divided, and Elisha walked through. The guild of prophets from Jericho saw the whole thing from where they were standing. They said,
The spirit of Elijah lives in Elisha.
They welcomed and honored him. They then said,
We're at your service.
We have 50 reliable men here. Let's send them out to look for your master. Maybe God's spirit has swept him off to some mountain or dropped him into a remote ravine.
No, don't send them.
But they pestered him until he caved in.
Go ahead then, send them.
So they sent the 50 men off. For 3 days they looked, searching high and low, nothing. Finally they returned to Elisha in Jericho. He told them,
So there, didn't I tell you?